Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snight.
And I'm JJ.
And we broadcast live from upstate New York.
In Studio B, which is the B stands for basement.
Basement. We are definitely in the base.
And this is a computer call-in or a technology call-in talk show. The callers should be calling us.
Right.
You know, not us keep the content, even though we got to have content to fill in between. But there's got to be a lot of questions. Let's see, Mr. Bolton on, Facebook said something about getting rid of, what was it now? The
Mr. Ron?
Mr. Ron, some vaporware pieces of tech that are promised or planned.
Actually, no. If you want to know the first question that we got Nancy from upstate New York here. I think she's in Waterloo. Wanted to know how to disable their touchpad on a laptop when you have a mouse connected.
I got mine here. It's a button.
It's a button.
Hers probably has to go into the control panel, right?
Well, not necessarily. It could still be a button. Most of the laptops, across the top of the keyboard on the F keys, you will see a bunch of symbols, and one of the symbols is a touchpad or mouse, and it looks like an upside-down mouse, usually. It's like a little square with two little squares underneath it or over top of it, and you hit the FN key, which is function, and hold that, and then press that. Usually it's like F9, F10, F something.
F something.
F something. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine looks
Last
like
time I F something, I think I got arrested. So
that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good either. But
F9.
F9. So,
on mine anyway.
Right. On most Toshibas, I think it's F9. I think that's one of their standards. So, but I mean, if you're talking, Acer, I think my Acer's F6. Dell is F10, and I can't remember the rest of them. So if it's a key, sometimes they actually give you a little slider switch, too, right next to the touchpad as well. So you could probably see if that's there, too, and disable it that way. If you can't do it that way, if you go under Start, Settings and Control Panel with Windows XP, or Start Control Panel with Windows 7 or Windows Vista, and you get into the Control Panel and go into the overall Control Panel, look for the mouse properties, you can typically find the Enable Disable on the touchpad under Mouse. So there you go.
There you go.
And if anybody's got a comment on that, give us a call, 315-220-0692.
Or give us an email, and we'll read it live on the air, or get your comments on the air at techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
And then you got a Facebook deal where if you got a question on Facebook, it's facebook.com/TechTalkLive.
Like us.
Yep.
Definitely.
And the shout goes out too.
Shout goes out to Miss Nancy. So we got to put Miss Nancy in for, get her right in right now for
our
the drawing. USB. So Nancy.
Okay.
Nancy. So there we go. Nancy's in.
Yeah.
Hopefully. You were what?
About vapor. I was looking up what the question was that Ron Bolton said, Oh,
Ronnie?
How about Vaporware or some piece of tech talk tech that was promised or planned? Man, them letters are so small, I'm going to have to get my magnifying glass out or else I'll increase the size.
Wow.
Or planned but still not have happened, i.e., jetpacks were going to be...
the transportation of the future.
Here,
right. I'll read it. Still no viable or economical possibility models available yet. Okay, so he's really looking for the Star Trek. He's got the Star Trek syndrome. There was all these promises. Well, no, it's not that. It's just that there was a lot of promises that we would have different forms of transportation. Transportation that was purely economical. You didn't have to rely on fossil fuels or oil. You got in your car, it just went.
How about the new car, the new plane car?
The new
plane car.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's developed. I don't know if it's on the market yet for the people or not, but I'm just saying that was something that come across here a couple of weeks ago. Is about that new plane car. Remember back years ago they had one and was too cumbersome or something? Something about the way the wings folded or whatever and in traffic. And
Okay.
now the new technology is that they fold up real conveniently so that there's no long extension or whatever.
Should be something on Popular Science on that, I think.
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. There's the turbine car, there's the jetpack car, there's the jetpack sled, which was it was on the printer. I don't know if it's still on the. Nope, it's not on the printer.
But that new car, they're the one they're Japanese are talking about there. Yeah.
Here's the one that I'm. Well, actually, nobody has anything in the works to be a viable solution to the jetpack era transportation. Okay, that's the first thing. There's nothing in the works that I know of. Now, there was back in the. I gotta find it here. La 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 la.
Hello.
Dead air.
Yeah, I can't find it here. 1970s. The Wasp was developed in the 1970s. Was powered by a powerful WR-19-9, a special type of turboprop engine. Once it was in the air, the pilot could control the direction of travel by tilting towards one direction, thus causing the thrust of the craft to push it in the opposite direction. Kind of like your Segway, but in the air. You know, if you ever see the Segway cycles, you just hop on and, lean whichever way you want to go, Basically the same concept with an air sled, okay? It was a single-person thing. I watched the videos for probably a half hour last night on all the different things of this. And what it was this Williams X-Jet, the Wasp, okay? Oh, look, Lisa, here, you want to read that real quick and tell me what she wants to say?
Sure. What we got?
But the Williams X-Jet, the Wasp, basically was this single-person military jet sled that would take you from point A to point B, could not fly over 10,000 feet, really was just up to 60 miles an hour forward thrust, so that was the fastest you could get going. But it was just an amazing video to watch. The thing literally nice and smooth took off, moved around.
What if he got hit in the eye with a bug on takeoff?
You mean kind of like the airplanes that got hit with the
Geese.
Okay, I think
No, the
props
driver.
underneath.
The driver got hit in the eye with a bug. Oh, is he going to have goggles on?
Your rear is going to fall off, okay? You're going to be off that sled. But 1970s, like I said, a WR-19-9. I can't imagine that we don't have the better technology at this point in time to create a viable single or double person jet sled that would be commerciable to the general populace. I just can't see why it wouldn't happen. I mean, I'm thinking from a photographic point of view. I would love to have some type of jet sled that I could go up and take, shots over the canal and,
It's just like things that are cost effective. And everybody keeps saying about this go green. Go green is not cost effective.
Well, it is. It's just...
Some things are, and there's a lot that isn't.
Well,
development is expensive, you would think.
Right.
And
Development's very expensive. The question comes on to... Well, it's just like the car. The car was not technically cheap when it first came out, when it was in such a... the gas-powered engine, because it was in such a... low demand at the time that they charged you an arm and a leg. It's just like...
You're talking a Model A?
I'm talking any model. Any model when the car came out, you're talking the average family couldn't afford it. Look at the TV. When the first TVs came out, you couldn't afford it as a normal person.
The first car was $675. Of course, that's when somebody didn't only make
25 cents an hour.
About $400 a year.
Right. So if you look at that compared to now you look at solar versus gas-powered plants, it's kind of in the same thought process. It's not wide enough spread where the company can recoup its money for development fast enough in order to make it viable energy source. Okay, and that's half the problem. That is half the problem. You can create cheaper electricity with the infrastructure that we have via gas, coal, and nuclear versus wind and solar. I mean, that's just the way it happens right now. 10 years from now, if we're still talking about this, probably we'd be talking totally different numbers, especially with the new wind turbines that they're coming out with. They're just a tunnel. They're just a large opening, and the blades are on the inside, and nothing can get in the front or out the back except for wind. That's it. And so you have no environmental impact for the people that are all worried about the birds.
Oh, the birds just fly into them. Oh, there's so many that's laying around there. I went up to Geneva to see them wind turbines up there, and I couldn't see any birds dead laying around there. They must have splattered. All over the blade.
Right. Well, I'm sure there's
even
probably at some point some larger bird like a turkey vulture or something might be flying over that way and not paying attention and get hit. Okay, so it hits one. Okay.
But they're very few and far between.
Right, I agree with you there.
But because of the noise, they make it a lot of... Oh, wait a minute.
Do those two in Geneva actually make some noise?
I've been up there, and I have never, even with my deaf ear, could hear any noise coming from those turbines.
Wait a minute, hang on a second. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Your deaf ear, that doesn't sound good. Whoops, hang on.
Answer the phone.
I'm answering the phone. You're on Tech Talk live on the air with Flipper, Snide, and JJ.
Answer the phone. You're on Tech.
Hello.
Hello.
We'd like to know the pros and cons of defrag. What is it?
The registered defrag, registry defrag?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you like to hang on, or would you like to listen to the answer?
We'll listen to the answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So using a registry defrag, what it basically does is it looks for several anomalies, such as orphans, different tags and stuff that basically are unused by the computer anymore, which is the orphan's thought process. It also takes and reorganizes the actual file structure that actually is called the registry so that it shrinks it in size. So instead of being large and bloated and takes forever to load, it actually shrinks it. Some registry defraggers are really, really good. I've only found two that I really care for to even try to use, which is RegClean, which was a pretty good program back here a year or two ago. I still use it. It does a great job. I don't know about how well it works with Windows 7 because we haven't really tested it on Windows 7. So it's definitely an interesting product, but it does a great job for Windows XP and Windows Vista. And by cleaning your registry and shrinking it, it makes the computer boot faster. And that's basically where it comes down to your savings or your performance increase.
So should they be doing it, or
they should do it once every year, I'd probably say.
And how do they do that?
Go to www.downloads.com, which is CNET's download site. Look for Reg Cleaner. It's a free download. It's a free utility. You can go download that and pop that on your computer and then install it.
But it only eliminates a certain amount. It don't do a full clean unless you buy the product.
No, it's a full clean.
It's a full clean?
Reg Cleaner is a full free product.
Last time I used
the other one. That was the other one that you downloaded. That was $29.99 if you wanted to have the full product.
Otherwise, you only get like 45 of them deleted or whatever.
Is there a defrag program that comes on your computer automatically?
There's a defrag program for your hard drive.
Right. I wonder.
Not for the reg.
But not for the registry. No.
Okay.
Now, according to Microsoft and most companies, you don't have to defrag the registry that often unless you're doing a lot of installs and uninstalls. So if you're like Snide, who puts a program on, uses it for about 2 seconds, takes it off, then, a reg defrag would help you after about a year.
I go into Reg Edit and clean it up.
I know you do it yourself, but most users are probably going to be a little afraid. I mean, I was afraid the first time I ever got into the registry. You look at that damn thing and you're like, holy cow, what the hell is this? I'm not in Kansas anymore, Dodo.
I mean, did our caller hang up?
Yeah.
I think our caller hung up. We never got her first name, where she was calling from, to enter into the drawing.
I know who it was because the caller ID came up. So.
Oh, okay.
And we already put her name in. So maybe we should put her hubby's name in too.
I didn't recognize the voice.
You mean the Tin Man?
No, it's Mr. O.
But anyway, getting it back to the registry, and when I first, and like I said, Flipper was there to help, and you put in a program, and then all of a sudden now you don't want it.
Right.
Such as weather bug. And WeatherBug keeps reinstalling itself if you don't clean out the registry.
Well, that's debatable too. WeatherBug got hacked here 2 years ago, a year ago. I can't remember. A couple years ago, and somebody made a WeatherBug lookalike that basically went under the WeatherBug, and it was malware, and it basically kept reinstalling itself and gave WeatherBug a bad name.
WeatherBug did reinstal it because I took it out, deleted it, and the next thing you know, here's WeatherBug coming back up on my computer, and this is one of the ones back, a couple of 3 laptops ago.
Laptops ago, so that would be 6 years. So.
10 years.
So anyway, did we answer the question on the?
Yeah, pretty
defrag?
much. I mean, the defrag of the registry is a good idea once a year. It's
Right.
typical basic maintenance, so on and so forth.
And where do we get this again?
www.downloads.com. There should be a totally free product. It'll say it on the side. It says it's free to use. And you can also get Sea Cleaner, I think, is the other one that's totally free. Wow, I got to remember what that's called. I think it's Sea Cleaner. So big capital C, or R Cleaner. What was that? Oh, boy,
Well,
I haven't used that other one in a long time, but that one was really neat. PC World actually recommended it at one time, and it was
Sea Cleaner registry, Sea Cleaner software.
Registry Cleaner.
No, I don't have it on here because, like I say,
CCLEANEER, right?
Yep.
CLENE.
I'm hooked on phonics. How about you?
CLEANER, cleaner.
Right.
The reason I don't use a lot of that stuff is because I go right in and do reg edit, and I go right into the registry and I delete anything associated with it.
Right.
Very good. All right. So hopefully that answers the caller's question.
I hope so. If not, send us an email or throw us another phone call.
Our email online from Lisa from Sonic Falls wants to know, is cable going to be obsolete? Everything over the internet. You can get TV, you can get music, you can get...
Well, actually, I think if you talk to
radio,
Jim... Well, look at what we're doing.
Right.
I mean, if you really think about the whole broadcasting yourself or broadcasting content... places could easily broadcast a lot of content, but the problem here is it depends on your motives for doing so. Like we're doing the show pretty much as a free service to the public, or to our listeners.
Correct.
And we're looking for sponsors to help us maintain the equipment and so on and so forth, and get us a little bit of money. That's our business model.
Ooh, are we looking for sponsors?
Oh,
Yes,
are we looking for sponsors?
Every
Absolutely.
chance I get, right.
But here's the thing. I mean, if you really look at our business model versus somebody else's business model, okay, like I don't know, Time Warner or Warner Classic Movies or something like that,
Or even Verizon's getting into the business now.
yeah. But here's the thing, if your business model is the user pays for the content, you're going to find that you're going to pay $3 a movie or $2 a show or whatever before you even get it.
It's like I say, the technology is going to come down to where you're going to be able to pick your TV shows that you want, and you're only going to pay for those shows.
I don't know if it'll ever get that far. I don't know.
Well, if you look, and I went through their 1,400 channels the other day.
You could probably go in and just pick out the shows that you want and to watch, eventually online.
But these stations are repeated so many times. Why are we keep paying for repeated stations?
West Coast, East Coast stations.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Really,
It's not satellite.
Okay.
This is Time Warner. There's no east and west at all.
Right. It is east and west. The question comes down to is why are they rebroadcasting that? It's because Time Warner is one big giant, and they have east and west coast stuff all on the same network, so they actually get it all the way around the board. But here's the thing. Okay, if you really think about Time Warner's business model, okay, their business model is fourfold, okay, and the four big pieces to this is one, we want you to have cable TV because that's our sponsors. Those are the people that are paying the bill for us. We want you to watch our commercials.
But I'm paying for cable TV, but I'm getting all these sponsors on there, and I shouldn't have to have paid for sponsors or have sponsors.
Right.
That's part of cable television.
Right. So the business model is a twofold in that, where the user pays for the service, as well as the sponsor pays for the spots to have during a movie or during a show or whatever. So Pepsi says, "Oh, hey, drink Pepsi." Yes, they're not my sponsor. No.
But you understand what I'm saying on that part of it is you're paying for a product to be sponsor free, for ad free.
Well, technically you're not. I mean, that's not part of their terms of service.
But I'm just saying,
But why isn't it?
when you pay for something like that, otherwise it should be a lot less costly.
Well, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, I absolutely agree with that. But here's the thing: why there's duplication. That's the other part of their business model with just the content providing.
Because I don't want to watch CBS on channel whatever it is down there. I can go way up on 900 and something and watch CBS, the same thing up there.
Right. You could. But here's the thing. There might be a different show up there. Not typically, but here's the thing. You have a limited amount of content out there, okay? You don't see Tech Talk on cable TV, do you?
Well, it's on the World Wide Web.
Right, but you don't see us on cable TV because either
We don't have enough money.
Well, no, I'm gonna spell it out. I'm good with batching myself. We're not that good at it. We're doing what we love to do, not what we are paid to do.
Yeah, have to do.
Okay, and on top of it, we're not afraid to say what we think about whatever's going on. Okay, so those are the three main things that really bash us for being on a major network like Fox or ABC or whatever, okay?
Or public service channel or whatever.
Well, we could be on public service. That's what we're trying to do. I'm almost got that all figured out. So we're going to be on public service radio.
We're going to hack our public service
no,
channel.
we're not going to hack anything. We're gonna just get.
Let me get my fingers walking on the net here. We'll find out.
Right.
Well, I think cable's going to be obsolete here. I think shortly.
I don't think
Why?
it will.
I don't think it's so.
Because I mean, think about it. You only have a 60% saturation in the market. Okay, only 60% of all people in any given market have internet capabilities that would support live TV and live radio on your phone.
Correct, but you can watch your previews of any show out there.
Yeah.
On online.
Yeah.
Look how we do our radio show. Look how we take our phone calls. We got a free service that we use through
Okay.
Google.
Yeah. To do the phone call.
To do phone calls.
Time out.
So you got your telephone free of charge over the internet.
Time out.
Go ahead.
Who has cable? Or who has it's Time Warner, right? So you can download any Netflix program you want or show.
Right? Or Blockbuster show or...
But now you got Time Warner with telephone, but then you got Verizon with the same quirks now.
Yeah.
So you got movies and telephone and
which one's more
internet.
cost effective is what we should find out.
Right.
That's what's really
say the
the thing.
competition,
Right.
But
here
here's
we
the
go.
thing too. I mean, your rural area. I mean, look where we live. Okay.
Correct.
We live in the boondocks for the most part. I mean,
And
for the
not
most
all
part.
the services are available everywhere.
Right. So, I mean, no matter how we cut the pie here, you only have 60% saturation of the internet into the home. I mean, you still have 40% of your population or serviceable accounts are not internet ready. So, what do you do with those people? Okay, nobody on. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care if Verizon calls me and complains or bitches me out or anything. Verizon is one of the worst services for rural America, and I'll tell you why. First off, they make you limit your usage to 5 gigabytes a month. Okay, that is not enough to watch even 2 movies on. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, add in your email and anything else you want to listen to. You're done.
Now you're paying the extra.
Right. I've watched so many people, so many families of 2 or 3 have Verizon Wireless at their home with a Wi-Fi device and come complaining to me because I recommended it, okay? And they got a $300 or $600 bill because they used it like Time Warner Cable. They just kind of went out, oh, I'm going to watch my movie now. Oh, I'm going to watch my show now. Okay, I'm going to go listen to my radio now. Well, not my fault. Read the fine print. It's a great service if you want basic internet and do basic stuff and not go over that limit. The minute you go over that minute, you are paying the premium. And that's why I won't do a wireless.
The premium
data.
dollar, that is.
Yes.
Yes.
Same way with AT&T. The only one that is unlimited, which we don't have in this, is T-Mobile. T-Mobile has a unlimited data plan for about $39.99 a month, but you have to do the what?
Break almost.
Yeah, it's break time.
But anyway, continuing on for another minute. We got to click in here for some reason. So somebody tapping their finger, tapping their.
Oh.
There it goes. But no, getting back to
funny.
those, the competition
That was me.
is expanding. That's what it's all about. And you gotta remember what you want to buy, and read what satisfies you, not what satisfies somebody else.
Right.
So
Absolutely, I agree.
okay, 26 after we going for a break or what, and resume on the other side.
Why not? Yeah, let's do something, right? Hey, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snyder.
And I'm JJ.
And we're a computer talk show up here in upstate New York. Stay with us.
We'll be right back. Maybe it's mine.
So many sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it. At fingerlakes1.com. Come on over to fingerlakes1.com. Like us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One. www.fingerlakes1.com. Come on and join the fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
You're listening to Free Music by Dano. Download free MP3s at danosongs.com.
And we're back.
With Tech Talk Live.
I beat you.
I know you beat me.
And I'm Snide.
And I'm JJ.
And I'm Flipper. Did we do that right?
I think we did.
I'm Snide.
You're Snide,
And I'm
right?
JJ again, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Round table.
Oh, there you go. Well, we are kind of at a round table. So, anyhow,
We were talking about.
well, hey, if you got a question or if you got comments or if you want to talk about what we're talking about or talk about something totally different and change the topic, give us a call, 315-220-0692, or give us an email.
Go ahead.
Tech Talk Live NY @gmail.com
Or check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Tech Talk Live and Twitter at Tech Talk Live NY.
Well, we don't know which hand does what anymore.
No, not
Get your
really.
name in for the drawing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, give us a call or whatever.
Got several people getting
Call,
thrown into the pot
email,
today.
yep. Anything you want to do, if you want to email us, that's fine. We'll put you in for the drawing. If you're on Facebook, we're not doing Facebook likes, but if you at least send us a question on Facebook, I'll put your name in the drawing as well.
Very good.
Anyway, Robbie says to me, he says, when am I going to get my 8 gig that I won?
What do you mean?
There's 2 of them still there on the table.
Well, yeah, I know. I was going to bring it to him last night, and I didn't. Oh, another phone call.
First name and where you calling from?
First name, where you calling from? You're on Tech Talk Live.
Waterloo, New York.
First name?
First name's Doug.
Doug. How you doing, Doug?
Not too bad. Thank you very much. I actually have a question about internet service.
Okay. Shoot.
You guys were just talking about Verizon Online, and I'm paying for top-tier internet service right now, the $60 package. I'm an online gamer, so bandwidth is important to me. Is it actually worth it for me to be paying this, or can I get the same service with something like the $30 Time Warner cable?
Okay, so what service are you paying for? It's Verizon or?
Yes, it's Verizon DSL.
Okay, and you're paying the $60 a month to get the 5 megabytes down and 1 megabyte up, right?
Correct.
Okay. For gaming, that's not bad. Because how many people are gaming at the same time?
I play massive online games like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, that kind of stuff.
And is it just you, or are you actually trying to share the bandwidth with other places or other people?
It's just me.
Okay. The Verizon probably would be just fine as long as you have a decent router that has enough memory to handle the packet throughput.
Yep.
So as long as there's a decent router there, it's probably just fine. But it is a little expensive for that level of service. Right now, through Time Warner, you can get a let's see, what do we got? We got the basic is I think it's 5 megs down and half a meg up, and that's like $29.99. For $39.99 or $45, somewhere in that range, it's like 10 megabytes down and 1 megabyte up. If you buy the $5 add-on turbo piece to that same package, you can get 20 megs down and 1 meg up, which is really the key thing here, though, is when you're looking at the service providers, when you're gaming, you have to look at both sides of it. The download speed isn't as important as the upload speed because your computer has to send back information back to the servers in order to tell it where you are in the world and what you're doing and so on and so forth. So
exactly, and how fast that goes, it's actually dependent upon my responses. So if I click a button and it goes a little late, that can be due to my upload speed.
Right, absolutely. So you got to really look at both sides. Now, Time Warner for do you got cable?
Yes.
Okay, so you can get right now, I think there's a promotional in our area through Time Warner Cable, and I think the online one too. You can get the 30 meg service, and you might have to correct me if I'm wrong. It's a 30 meg down and a 3 or 5 meg up. It's like super fast, okay?
If I bundle that with my Time Warner cable.
Right, and they'll give you a huge discount on that right now, and I think it's typically running about $69.99 a month without promotional, and I think they're giving it out for $42 something if you bundle it with your cable.
Hey, not bad. Now, is that like a 6-month thing, or is that like one of the 1-month things, and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, you have to start paying full price now?
12 month.
After
okay,
a
that's
year.
not bad, a year.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, it's really...
All right,
So, Doug from Waterloo, I'm going to put your name in the drawing for our 8 gigabyte thumb drive. So check
Hey,
out,
awesome.
check out our Facebook page. We'll announce if you won, and then you can
I've
contact
also
us.
got a big question for JJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, JJ, where was that that little store that you got that coffee cup, that white one sitting right in front of you?
Oh, the one in the Village of Waterloo, LTB's on Washington Street.
That's right, with the really, really nice people out there.
Yeah, exactly. Great customer
And
service.
JJ, thanks for being a regular. I just started watching your guys' show today. Thanks for telling me about it, JJ, and I'm
Not a
really
problem.
glad that I did. That's actually been very informative.
Hey, glad you called in.
And like I say, call us back if you got any other questions about anything particular.
What was your other question you asked me at the store? You're thinking about upgrading your system?
Oh, I'm going to be building a computer soon. I'm pretty well set with what I have, but if I have any questions coming up, which I very well might, as far as compatibility and that kind of stuff goes between parts, I'll be giving you guys a call.
All right, sounds good.
Great.
All right.
All right, thanks for the time, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a great one.
Yep.
You too. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Okay.
I love callers.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love callers.
Callers make the show.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like I say, I'm out promoting all the time, and I see you are too, because
Correct.
you got a caller. I don't get any callers.
Well,
Even
the
though
only
I
reason,
promote-
the only reason why you don't get any callers, nobody wants to talk to you.
All right, and away.
Yes.
I love it when everybody don't like me. I become popular.
Right? Let's see. I'm gonna actually. I just thought
you
of
should
it.
have caller ID, right?
Yeah, I should just put the phone number down, shouldn't I?
Right.
Yeah. Be nice. Oh, how
Whoa.
did that happen? Uh-oh.
There goes his technology.
Well, yeah, there's
Right over to the
technology.
side.
Top screw. So.
My technology went all around here when I went to itch my forehead here.
Wow.
I don't know. What do you guys want to go back to?
Well,
what do you want to talk about?
How about a video device that reads, whoop, my screen just went blank.
A video device that reads whoopee.
Whoopee.
Yeah, reads American Sign Language and translates it into audio English.
Really? I haven't seen that one yet.
That kind of amazed me when I come across it over here in Pop Science.
Popsicle.
Well, that's what it says.
It's a
there.
fruity flavor. You
It
can
looks
lick the
like-
magazine and feel good about it.
Right.
No, sign language can greatly improve the communication capability of the hearing impaired people. But there's, well...
Wow, this is freaking great. I love it.
Well,
About time for
come
calls.
on.
Hey, you're on Tech Talk Live. First name, where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, it ended.
Nope. Didn't want us. Hang
Wrong
on.
number.
Wrong number. I'll put
We
that
got the
number
caller
in.
ID. We could call him back and say, oh.
I do. I got caller ID. I can call him back. It says redial. But we won't do that just in case, it's actually wrong phone number.
That would be pretty funny.
So
though.
anyway, getting back to the sign language thing, it can greatly improve the communication capability of the hearing impaired people. But there's still a major barrier, and most people don't understand it. New prototype gadgets could change that by automatically translating hand motions into audio speech that a non-signing person can interpret.
Interesting.
So that would be something good, give them the old sign language. I see you looking at me.
We don't want to know which sign language he's talking about.
Wow.
Yeah. So...
Wow, that's bad. That's horrible. Oh my God, could you
But that-
imagine Tech Talk Live as a sign language program?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Just
Totally silent. It just, that would
You're making too much noise. Stop the fingers.
right.
try doing that once.
What'd you say? I don't know.
You misspelled that last word.
I
Can you
did.
do
I
it
did.
again?
Right? Yeah.
Anyway, do you have anything over there on your printouts that...
I got a ton of stuff. I mean,
Like what?
but also we got Nancy actually emailed us and said we have one more question about ActiveX filtering. What is it, and should it be active or deactive? Okay, first off, let's define an ActiveX control. Okay, what an ActiveX control is Microsoft's solution to online modules, so that it gives you rich content. Oh, I got to change, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, Flipper Cam.
Flipper cam, there you go.
Hi everybody, how are you? So ActiveX controls are basically small little modules on the internet that people publish in order to do dynamic content and user interaction and so on and so forth. These things can be signed or not signed, and what it means by being signed or not signed is that it has a signature, a certified signature that says this is a good ActiveX control.
Go ahead.
What's that?
He's signing on his
Let me do it again. I can do it again. Let me change that camera. Now do it again.
This one's for Doug. I don't know if you can get it or not.
Turn it more. There you go. All right. There you go. LTV, baby. LTV.
Yes. Best coffee in town.
Best coffee in town, right?
Very good.
That's so funny.
Their advertisement, no pay, right?
A little sponsorship there.
There you go. Yes. So anyway, back to the ActiveX controls. These small little web modules basically can give you dynamic content. Well, they're signed and not signed. If you have signed ones, typically they're safe. They're safe for download and to use and so on and so forth, like things from Microsoft or things from other website content providers.
How do you know when they're not safe to use?
When they're not signed, typically you shouldn't use them. And that's where the ActiveX filtering comes in. You should have it turned on and only turn it off in the event that you absolutely 100% are sure that the site you're using this on is a legitimate site and a good site. So I hope that answers Nancy's question. And hi.
Hi.
Well,
tell the big BO
again,
that I said hi.
Again, I'm determined to kill this mic, ain't I?
Evidently. You know what we should do? We probably should turn it so it's facing. We'll fix it later.
But anyway, going back to some of the stuff on PopSci, Popular Science, we saw the world what we saw at the World Science Festival, Innovation Square, a robot petting zoo. A robot
petting zoo.
Yeah. Complete with a flying robot bird, plus the world's largest material of aquatic dancing off, algomic dance off. Okay, get the right word. So this Metro Tech Plaza in Brooklyn was packed with science and technology enthusiasts on Saturday, eager to see the sights of the World Science Festival Innovation Square. The day-long collection of exhibits, performances, lectures, games was designed to be the Technophilies Adventureland.
Technophilies.
TECHNOPHILE''S.
Technophilias.
Right.
Yep. Anyway.
And didn't disappoint. We stopped by to check out the robot petting zoo and see some robots playing soccer and enjoy the computer-based dance chronology. Choreography. There we go. Chronology and choreography. Okay.
Say that three
times
fast.
Dance choreography.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, let me sum this up. It's a robot petting zoo museum.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, Metro Tech Plaza.
So in other words,
does it go on tours?
No,
I was just gonna wonder about that. I mean, can we take this on the road?
Right.
Read more about animals, birds, jellyfish, robotic animals, robots, sound video, and World
now that scares
Science
me.
Festival.
You know, that really scares me. I mean, if you really think about that, okay, now we have a robot petting zoo. Where's the real animals now? I mean, you know what I mean? Right. I mean, are we kind of getting to that point where all Transformers? Think Transformers for a while here. Okay?
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
Modern technology.
But at the same time, what if the technology destroys the real stuff? You know what I mean?
Well, we can always clone them now.
Well, that's true too. I mean, but
technology clone it or transport it from one zoo to the other via transport.
Well, for all those years that you said that they broke the mold when I was born. Okay.
Yeah. Now you found somebody?
No. Now we can clone me. So.
Wow.
Oh, that's a terrible thought, isn't it?
Isn't it? No. It is, isn't it?
Save your sperm. That's all I got to say.
Oh, no.
Wow. He went down that road.
He did. Oh, my God.
Well, what other road is there?
Okay, go on.
I mean, they could do it like your yearbook and just black you out, you know?
Right.
That's true, too. Oh, my God. Go ahead. Keep going.
Anyway, I got another topic. Has anybody seen Facebook's new App Center, which is a ride?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either, but they say they got like some 600 apps in tow.
Yeah.
600 apps in tow. What does that mean?
Including big hitters such as Pinterest to draw something, Night Plus, Path, Ghost Recon. Take a look at how it works, it says. Let's see here.
How does it work, JJ?
Well, I'm reading that now since I've...
He's up to date, you know.
Yeah, he's up to date, all right.
Haven't been too up to date this week. A lot of things going on. Anyway, apparently Facebook has got this new app that allows you to pick
different applications that they're publishing, right?
Correct.
And is
I have
it a
not
fee
seen it
for
yet.
service? Is it a fee for service?
No,
or don't we know?
apparently it looks like a free service. It looks like they're gaming or putting everything into bundling.
So
all
they're
the games
so they're
into-
following along the same lines of Amazon.
Correct.
So, that's one thing I don't get and I don't like either. Okay, all these companies are like, okay, well, I got my corner market on this, but now I want to take a chunk out of Amazon. So I'm going to follow and mimic their thing. Oh, I want a chunk out of Google. So I'm going to go mimic that piece. You see what I'm saying? Eventually, every company, every website is going to be a mimic of somebody else's website. Come on, people, let's get a real identity for a change.
Let's go back to when TV started. Television started and you had all sorts of Western programs. Roy Rogers and Gene Autry and all. Everybody had a Western show on television. Right. Then all of a sudden the Westerns kind of left it, and then we got into, sitcoms. And everybody was into sitcoms. Every channel had
Westerns. After Westerns was news shows, I believe, and that was the big topic. There was
no. I'm just saying. Now now we're into one has a reality show, and now everybody's got reality shows,
and that's all that's on TV.
Yeah, and you're talking about just somebody getting a bite out of something, you know.
There's only one reality show I want to see produced here in this studio. And I really wish Peter...
Snyder.
No, what?
That's hanging Snide up.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely right.
Oh, Pete needs to get his show on.
Right. The Kuga Shore. Wouldn't that be fabulous?
That would be
oh, my God. It would be absolutely hilarious.
In the background, right?
Yeah, the stipulation, baby.
Right.
I don't know. He's so funny. I love Peter.
But I was just saying, you're saying about everybody getting a chunk of the corner. And this has been going on for centuries, or years of television has been in, decades, not centuries, decades.
Yeah, but the whole thing I don't get is, okay, some of the greatest shows ever there was, okay, for a good portion of the population. Everybody liked it. It was a popular show. It lasts 4 seasons, maybe 6, and all of a sudden, it's gone. Replaced with whatever the mainstream is now. If you look on TV, you flip it at any God-given time or day, you can find either a reality TV show or a rerun of a reality TV show.
So?
I'm tired of watching reality TV. I want something good like Star Trek. Oh, my God.
And then these people that love this Dancing with the Stars. I never danced that way.
That's a reality TV show.
But I'm just saying, I never danced that way on the dance floor in the first place.
Well,
he had 2 left feet. How could he?
I was going to say either that or he had too many quarters in his pocket. Right? One of the two.
Yeah, I'm trying to feed the jukebox so I get the right song.
Right.
Anyway, it looks like it's a combination of both web-based apps and mobile apps, all on Facebook's webpage.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, which is all good. I mean, I'm really good with it. I mean, I'm good with it. Okay, I'm just
gonna have to look at it and maybe report back next week on it.
Right, but here's the thing on like you were talking earlier. Where was I going to go with that? Shoot! Wow, did you just hear that train wreck?
Right. Actually, I just actually clicked on the link on their Facebook page and it says the App Center is not available for my iPad device.
Right.
So
it's not available yet because they haven't developed it. But here's the thing: we were talking about TV and radio going out, you know. And not being the mainstream media platform.
Right.
I don't think it's ever going to really truly happen because there's always going to be some type of broadcasting situation, whether it's through the internet or delivered at home through the internet, like with these set-top boxes and stuff, or whether it's going to be online content delivery through a web page or whatever the scenario is. There's always going to be broadcasting companies. But here's the thing, if radio and TV go away and those sponsorships and the way that whole business model works, I hate to tell you this, but then content's going to go away. A lot
of content's going to go away.
Yeah, people aren't going to want to produce shows if they can't get paid for their content. You know, I mean, okay, if you were the producer of Friends,
a lot of people aren't going to go out and buy the devices that are going to be able to receive the modern technology in their car or in their
Right.
home. Right, exactly.
Or
They're kind of like what they did with cable TV. You had to go get this converter box to put on top if you didn't have cable, so you can get 3, 5, and 9 local channels
Yep.
type deal.
So, but that's kind of my point. I think if you lose that business model in today's day and age, you would lose a lot of the content. You would lose a lot of the Dancing with the Stars and oh my God, it's American Idol and all that stuff. So I wonder what that looked like.
Can you do it again?
Not really. So,
Repeat.
Anyway,
Repeat and repeat.
Yeah, repeat.
Well,
Back to
anyway,
3 wide.
NASA's adopted two spare spy telescopes, each made more powerful than the Hubble.
Spy telescopes?
Spy telescopes.
Telescopes.
Telescopes. Scope in the morning, helps you.
It does, doesn't it?
Anyway.
Can you smell this?
Give us a call and save me, please.
Yeah.
315-220-0692.
Yeah, it sounds
Well, I really want to go back to the Vaporware because I promised Ronnie I would do some of this.
Okay, go for it.
Vaporware and things that were promised. I mean, I downloaded a whole list. Ronnie, look, I downloaded a whole list for you. I cannot believe some of the stuff like NSX 2.0, the successor of the legendary supercar from Japan, gone, okay? Hardware, Action Game Master, a handheld device that was announced in 1994 by Active Enterprise. Little to no work has done on its development ever again. Phantom, a console gaming system developed by Infinus Labs. A prototype was demonstrated in 2004, but its release was continually delayed by the company. Never announced that the product was canceled. It just kind of vaporized. StarCraft Ghost, there's a good one. A game that we were all looking forward to playing from Blizzard. The first-person shoot 'em up. You get to be the ghost that disappears and snipes them from miles away. Remember them? Gone. Blizzard just has not done anything with it. Project Milo announced at E309. E3, which is Electronic Entertainments and something. It's a big show out in Las Vegas every year. They just had 2012s, and there was some stuff in that, but I didn't really report it. I didn't want to report on it. But Microsoft's Kinetic technology. Guess what? Microsoft just let it vaporize. Boom, gone. Lost Colony. Microsoft Train Simulator. Microsoft's notorious for vaporware. You smell that? Yep, that's Microsoft.
Yep. It's gone.
It's gone. Half-Life 2. You remember Half-Life 2? Half-Life 2, Episode 3. Never made it. Valve never made that part.
Why aren't they developing these things? Because
great ideas, and then all of a sudden they realize they can't do it, or maybe they lose interest, or the project loses steam, or
funding.
Whatever.
Loses funding.
Funding, yep. So, okay, there's page 1. Text make, music. Their music even has vaporware. I cannot believe this. The Chinese Democracy, an extremely delayed album by hard rock group Guns N' Roses, was finally released in 2008 after millions of recording costs, years of development, and the RIAA going after Guns N' Roses and saying, you got to finish this project. Okay, so even the music industry has vaporware. Films. Mad Max Fury Road. You remember Mad Max?
Mad Max
Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah, they pumped up Fury Road like it was no tomorrow. Oh, this is going to be the end of this thing. Oh, my God.
Best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they smashed up
with peanut butter.
Smashed up a couple cars and they lost interest. Right?
Well, actually, they didn't smash up cars. Basically, the funding got yanked out from under the actual film making, and they only made it about a quarter of the way through the film. Products that were once considered vaporware and actually surfaced: 3G, Bluetooth, Windows Vista. Remember, we always used to kid and joke about Vista. It's just one big open empty space because nobody ever developed it. Warcraft 3, that eventually made it. Mac OS X, the long-awaited next generation Mac OS X. Windows 2000, it has so many zeros, we're not sure if it's ever going to make it. Team Fortress 2, when Valve, made Half-Life Team Fortress 2, everybody was like, it's never going to happen. And they eventually did it. What was the one that I was really interested in? Diablo 3, recent.
Yeah.
Remember? 9 years. 10 years. However many years. Long time. Everybody thought that was vaporware. Goodbye.
Well, I'm playing Diablo 3. And that's not vaporware because they keep keep upgrading it. They had about 3 upgrades since they've been playing it.
Right?
Right.
Anywho, probably for next week, I think I'm going to do a little bit on Blu-ray, DVDs, CDs, stuff like that. That type of technology. I'm going to look into more of this Blu-ray.
Tell me by Wednesday, and I'll promote it. That's what I was looking for.
Promotion.
Well, I'm just saying right now. This is why I'm saying that I'm going to start looking into this stuff now.
All right. Well, we got to go. Anyway, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snide.
And I'm JJ.
And we're on every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 on FingerLakes1.tv. Check us out. We're out here.
See ya.
You've been listening to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.